In Afghanistan, hundreds of civilians were killed along the border and elsewhere in the country in bombings by Pakistan before China brokered talks largely halted fighting. Afghan border villages bore the brunt of waves of airstrikes, which forced families to flee in search of safety. Besides the scale of displacement, a major concern has been the quiet unraveling of something far more fundamental: education. The lives of thousands of Afghan children caught in the crossfire has been upended, and they have been deprived of their basic right to education as a direct consequence of these merciless bombings. Our next report takes you to eastern Afghanistan, where families are struggling to cope with displacement and where determined efforts are underway to keep learning alive despite major obstacles.
Literacy is often described as a bridge from misery to hope, a cornerstone of human development. It provides an opportunity to build a better life through learning and works as a bulwark against poverty. But for children caught in the crossfire of war, that promise can feel distant, almost out of reach. And nowhere is that more painfully visible than in the Afghan border regions, where a bitter conflict with Pakistan has disrupted the lives of thousands. Schools in the Afghan border villages have been smashed by shells, and their playgrounds sit deserted today. In the rugged northeastern Kunar province of Afghanistan, the dream of education today lays shattered. In the border village of Barikot, the local school bears the scars of relentless shelling. The decimated site welcomed pupils from primary through high school, but Pakistani fire caused extensive damage, silencing its halls. Dust-covered books litter the floor, outdated schedules cling to bullet-marked walls, a poignant freeze frame of interrupted lives.
They are my students, and as a manager of the school, it makes me cry. Those students who were busy with their studies, lessons and taking courses were involved in education, but today they are deprived of that, and they are roaming here in dirt and sand. They are completely deprived of education here. This is their life here, in tents. There's no arrangement for education here.
The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reports that this school is one of the 22 in northeastern Kunar in desperate need of reconstruction. Nearly all of Barikot's 8,000 residents fled when clashes erupted in late February. The displaced have now clustered along the banks of the Kunar River, sheltering in makeshift tents pieced together from UN tarpaulins, Hessian sacks, and plastic scraps. Even fetching potable water from the nearest well requires more than an hour's trek.
The Pakistani forces fired as much as they could at ordinary people. They shelled our mosques and our schools, and they destroyed our mosques, schools and homes. That is why we became displaced and came here.
According to the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, about 12,000 students displaced or affected by the war need safe spaces to continue learning or to catch up on classes in Afghanistan. But the system is already overburdened. Schools in the nearby villages, such as Marawara, and in the provincial capital, Asadabad, are operating beyond capacity. Volunteer teachers run outdoor sessions under tarps, imparting displaced children education in basic math and Pashto. Meanwhile, provincial authorities are scrambling for solutions, including relocating families to more organized camps set up last year for earthquake survivors.
As the result of conflict between Afghanistan and Pakistan, we see over 94,000 Afghans who were living along the border side had to leave their areas of origin and houses and move inside Afghanistan, and they have become displaced.
The Afghan-Pakistan border, marked by the 1893 Durand Line, has simmered for over a century now. Islamabad accuses Kabul of harboring militants from the Pakistani Taliban, a claim repeatedly denied by Kabul. Amid this blame game, the innocent children have had to pay the biggest price. In the border regions of Afghanistan, the proverbial literacy's bridge isn't just damaged, it's been dynamited, stranding thousands of innocents on the misery side.